Yay Networks.
Welcome to A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans with my husband and my podcast co-host, Alan Evans.
Hey, trade in the house.
And we are licking our wounds. We are beaten, battered, and bruised, but not broken. Not broken after the weekend we had. It was a busy weekend.
About?
Well, the Cowboys and
who?
The Dallas Cowboys. The watching.
Who's that?
It's a football team that you love.
Is it a professional football
team? You're
just
disappointed. You're just disappointed. But we went to a watching party that, and I sat up a little later than I should have, a little more than I should have. Very proud of myself for not imbibing. I did not imbibe, but I still feel like I'd been hit by a truck this whole day. But
a bread truck?
Why a bread truck?
I've told that story on the podcast. Long time ago. I played basketball in a Richardson's men's league, and I think I was the biggest guy on my team, which meant I was center. I played like the post position, like Shaquille, but I'm only 6'1". In our first game, we played this team, and these guys were huge, and they all had their nicknames on the back of their jersey, and the guy I had to guard, on the back of his jersey, it said bread truck.
Wow. Big guy?
Oh, I don't know, 6'8", 6'9", something like that.
And I remind you of him?
No, just when you said you got hit by a truck,
okay.
I immediately, it took me back to the early 90s, and I thought of bread truck. But you know what? A lot of things in my mind remind me of the early 90s. It was a better time. It was a better place.
Okay.
And we're going to get into that.
It was fun. That's when I moved to Dallas.
Yeah.
And it was a good, happy, innocent time.
Yeah, I remember the early 90s. We had guys in this town that commanded the town. They demanded respect.
Oh, my goodness. Like I told y'all.
Troy Aikman, Emmett Smith.
Been hurting today.
The filmmaker, Michael Irvin. Sorry, the playmaker.
Did he make any films that we're aware of?
Are you kidding me? Remember? They found he and Alfredo Roberts in that room with those two women, and they had...
No, I'm sure we don't need to be bringing
a paper
that up.
bag full of...
No, don't bring that up. All right, so anyway, we've got to let Alan get it off his chest. Trust me, I've already been dealing with this, and if I have to suffer, so do you. That's just the way this podcast works.
Yep.
So we're going to get to all of that. And we've also, listen, I've been trying to expand my podcast library. And I love murder mysteries, you know that. But every once in a while, I have to take a break from that because it's very dark and heavy, and I get real paranoid. And I also love Real Housewives gossip and stuff like that. But I love celebrity gossip. So I started following one, and it's called the Hollywood Raw Podcast with Dax Holt and Adam Glenn. And I believe Dax used to be, if I'm not mistaken, with TMZ. And the other guy is he calls himself a street reporter. So he's just out working the beat in New York City. He's sort of like a paparazzi as well, but I don't know. He calls himself a street reporter, and that's fine. I don't care what he calls himself. But they do something which I think is very positive and uplifting on their podcast.
What do they do?
And I think it also encourages people.
What do they do?
To be nice. So what they do at the beginning of their
podcast. Kelly.
Well, just be nicer in general.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not referring to you. I'm talking to everybody listening to our podcast.
Oh, okay.
So if you go on our podcast, this is what they do at the beginning of their podcast. If you leave us a lovely 5-star review, we'll read it. We'll choose some and read them on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Now they start their podcast by doing that. But I think we're going to end our podcast by doing that because I want to copy them too much.
How about you read?
We are stealing this idea completely.
You read the good ones, and then I'll read the bad ones in my complainy voice.
No, because then that's negative.
Oh, we're kind of trying to keep it. We're trying to lift people up.
We want to encourage more positive 5-star reviews.
More positivity.
Yeah, and so see, it's a win-win, Alan.
Maybe we could give away something for one of the reviews that we select
once a month, maybe.
Yeah, but it has to be
a ton of stuff.
Has to be a good one. But once a month, we select a 5-star review, we read it, and then they get an official A Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast gift fan package.
Yeah.
Which includes a 4-week trial, a digital scale, and no long-term commitment. Oh, sorry, I got confused.
Yeah.
A a sandwich and some love and hat.
Do we have any?
No. A pen.
We have any?
No. And a mug.
Something.
Yeah.
We'll figure that out. Sin Galvin's been working on the merch. And we'll maybe once a month or whatever, we'll put all the 5-star reviews into a hat and draw it randomly. That would be fair, right? And hopefully this will encourage more positivity. Because trust me, I don't read a lot of the reviews because it hurts my feelings.
Wow.
Some of them are pretty brutal. But I was like, you know what? The Hollywood Raw podcast, that's a positive spin. They're encouraging 5-star reviews. And if you leave your name, we'll say your name and everything. And we like funny ones too. But anyway, I pulled a couple to get us started, and we'll address those at the end of the podcast.
The best reviews in the history of reviews are on Amazon. If you do a search for sugar-free candy or sugar-free gummy bears,
Gummies, yeah.
and then read those reviews.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
hours of entertainment.
Wow.
But, y'all can leave a 1-star review if you want. And let me just tell you, it will hurt.
I mean, it's not what I would
every
do,
once
but
in a while, Alan might be like, you know what, we got to read this one because it's just so funny.
yeah,
Maybe.
yeah,
But I'm going to stick with the 5 stars.
yeah. Okay, well,
And
good,
you can do that wherever you
good PSA.
subscribe
bud.
to our podcast. I will
PSA.
probably be pulling those off of the Apple podcast because it's the easiest for me to access on my phone.
So this is a new bit that you're coming up with,
Well, actually, I'm stealing it
or you're
from
stealing it.
Hollywood Raw, but I'm giving them credit.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that makes it all okay.
So you cited the source.
Right.
Okay. Okay. What'd you think of Bad Influence Jeff's party?
Well, I'm glad that he hosted it. It was kind of my idea.
Yeah, you did the let's have a party, but at your place bit.
No. That's not how it was.
Oh.
I said, would you like to get together while everybody's hopes are high before our dreams are dashed and do like a watching party, maybe at a sports bar? That was my initial suggestion.
But
Alan.
did you enjoy those 3 Super Bowls?
Well, that
I
was
hope you did.
a long time
I
ago.
hope you did very much.
Okay.
Ha 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 ha.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Did you see the punter hit the scoreboard? That's the biggest scoreboard in the world out at the stadium.
You had to do the kick over again.
Yeah, they had to do the kick over. You know, the sun and the scoreboard, they come into play at the stadium. It only cost $1 billion effing dollars to build.
Was it worth it?
To me, it is.
Yeah. Anyway, so I suggested that.
It's my fake Jerry.
And then Jeff said, well, we could do that, or one of us could host it in our homes. And here's the dilemma there. I don't mind hosting a party. I will host one. I love it. I love entertaining. But that would be a 7:30 p.m. game on a Sunday night. And that means it would be late. And people would be in my house, and I got to get to bed at some point because I got to work the next day. So Jeff generously offered to host. And let me tell you, it was a better scenario because Jeff has a bachelor pad. He has not 1, but 2 of those huge sectional wraparound sofas. So plenty of comfy seating for everyone.
Huge
And not
screens.
1, but 2.
Huge.
And he might have one in his bedroom too. I did not go in there, but at least in the living spaces, the downstairs living spaces,
Living spaces.
2 gigantic big screen TVs.
85 inch.
People would have been very disappointed at Casa de Evans if they come and seen
Well.
our regular size TV. And there's nothing to sneeze at. It's just not.
Story of my life. I don't have the inches. Someone else does.
How big is our TV in our living room?
I think that one's a 55.
A lovely size TV.
I mean, for us,
it's a pleasant
fine,
size
yeah.
TV, but not when you have
But
20 people.
you know what the one in the media room is?
Right, but you're going to go up there with seating for 3?
You know how big that one is?
No.
100.
Well, that came with the house. It came with the house. It's a media room, and it came with seating for 3.
It is 100, but it's a screen that a projector
Yeah.
shines on.
Yeah.
What I'm waiting for, and I've been asking people who know a lot more about technology than I do about this, is when is the 4K or 8K or whatever flat screen TV going to be as big as 100 inch? Because at that point,
You'll take that out?
I'm going to get rid of all that mess and put in a 100 inch TV.
Well, I did, in addition to the seating for 3, Boss Man, they were consolidating
Amen.
office space, and
Amen.
some company, you know how modern day offices, everybody needs to be comfortable. And they had all these big, gigantic, oversized beanbag chairs for when people
That's
need to be
so-
they need to be creative in a
so
comfortable environment.
Mid 2000s.
Right. Well, they cleared out, and I said, I want to buy those beanbag chairs. So we've got those up there too. So
Yeah.
we got seating for 5 now up there. So anyway, it worked out well for Jeff to host. He ordered a ton of pizza. I did my usual MO that Kid Craddock used to mock me for is I go to Subway, I order some foot-long sandwiches, slice them up, put them on a platter. And they're delicious. And people eat them, and it's fine.
The guys, I don't know if you know this or not. I think you kind of caught on to it after a while. The guys, and when I say the guys, I'll call them out. Bad Influence, Jeff, our neighbor, Bill. Who else was in that room?
John, Shanda's husband.
John, Shanda's husband. I just very nicely asked Kelly. I was sitting down with these guys, and we were getting ready to watch the game. I just very nicely asked Kelly, "Hey, babe, do you mind fixing me a platter? You know, a
plate to eat.
A plate with some chips and whatever's in there, I'm fine with." And she goes, "Sure, honey, I'll get it for you.
I didn't even make a face.
I'll be right back." No, Kelly comes back, hands me my platter, and I'm like, "Thank you, babe." And I said, "Oh, I should have asked, but can you also get me a Diet Pepsi, please?" And she goes, "Absolutely, babe. I'll be back in a second." She goes back. The guys looked at me. They're like, "What in the hell is going on?" And I'm like, "What? What's the matter with you guys? You guys don't have scene control? Because I do." And they're like,
"Scene control."
They're like, "What is
scene control?"
They're like, "How do you do that?"
What is scene control?
It's just a joke.
What does that mean?
I got control of my scene.
Am I your scene?
No. I said, "What? You guys can't ask your girlfriends or your wives very nicely to get you something and they won't get it?" Jeff's like, "Absolutely not. She would tell me to go get it myself." And I said, "Sorry about you. Sorry about you." But I said, in my home, that's the way this works.
Scene control, was that what it was?
No, I'm bragging on you. They were very impressed.
Thanks.
They were very impressed.
Well, and then I went back and got you a... Honey. Because then Jeff came in with the cheese-covered chips, the nacho cheese,
it looks so
whatever.
good.
Can you get me I know you just gave me one full plate.
Why
Can
would
you
you
give me
give me
another full plate of chips with queso?
Yesterday was
Sure.
my high carb day.
It was. And I took care of you.
2 grams of carbs per pound of body weight I could eat. So I could have freaking, what's 185 times 2? That's what I had. That's a lot of carbs.
60 times 2 is 370?
Yeah, 370 carbs. So I loaded up yesterday.
I loaded up too, but I wasn't counting nothing. If it was on a platter, I was eating it. But it was good stuff. So anyway, it was nice for Jeff to host. We appreciate it very much. But before we get to, Alan's pulled some lovely letters, and I'm going to read some 5-star reviews that people didn't even know I was going to read them. They just did it out of the kindness of their hearts. Let me ask you this question. After we have now a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. So have you ever gotten into a disagreement with your spouse, right?
Never.
And you just obsess about it. You just obsess about it. That's all you think about. And then that argument just keeps getting bigger and bigger, or you end up in the silent treatment, which makes it even worse. And you're so busy focused on the argument, on the problem, that you're not focusing on the solutions. If you have a different mindset, you might be like, well, if one of you is at least level-headed enough to say, well, pick your battles, this isn't worth it, your life would go a little differently. Your marriage, your partnerships, your friendships, your work environment, your work situation might go differently. But it can be tough to train your brain to stay in problem-solving mode when you're faced with a challenge in life. But if you learn how to find your own solutions, there's no better feeling. And a therapist can help you become a better problem solver, which makes it easier to accomplish your goals, no matter how big they are or how small. Alan and I have long been proponents of therapy. Before we met, each of us had been in therapy. After we met, we've been in therapy. There's therapy all over the place because we know it works. It helps get you through. You know, sometimes you're in a crisis situation. You're like, I need somebody now. Sometimes you're just like, I just need to talk to somebody. I just need to get something off my chest. I need a fresh perspective, somebody that can help me get through the other side. It doesn't always have to be a crisis situation, but we think BetterHelp is one of the best solutions that you can have for yourself and for your family. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option, convenient, accessible, affordable, entirely online. You can be matched with a therapist after filling out a very brief survey, and it's easy to switch therapists anytime you need to.
And when you want to be a better problem solver, therapy can help you get there. Visit betterhelp.com/sandwich today and get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/sandwich.
Thank you, BetterHelp.
Yeah, I wonder if BetterHelp can help me with
Anger management,
little problem I'm having.
disappointment.
I don't know.
Grief.
I don't know.
I know you're about to knock that Pepsi off. You're about to knock it off. Hey, it's your carpet in your office. I just saved you. There you go. You're welcome.
What?
You're making a stink face at me. I just saved you a problem.
What happened? I don't even.
I'm a problem solver thanks to BetterHelp.
What's the first thing you do in a panic situation?
Crisis situation.
Don't panic.
No, it's a crisis situation.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to read some letters. First letter is from Sarah. Subject, Brendan Fraser.
Oh, yeah.
Because we talked about Brendan Fraser being in that movie coming out in December, The Whale. Hi. Just listened to y'all's latest podcast episode and heard you talking about Brendan Fraser. He was, and we didn't know what happened to him. Remember, we were talking like, why did he disappear for so long? And we suspected maybe he had some mental issues, or we just didn't know. I had no idea.
I know he had a couple of stinkers, and then I don't know.
And he just disappeared.
Yeah.
According to Sarah, she says here, he was actually blacklisted from Hollywood for opening up about being sexually abused by a big-time filmmaker. Do you remember this?
I remember her saying, now that she says that did trigger that memory for me.
No one contacted him to make any movies after that. So
this
tragic.
Is way before the what's the word that what was it? That big Hollywood movement.
Oh,
hashtag
Me Too?
Me Too. It's way before the Me Too movement.
There's record of him in court. He was there because his ex-wife wanted a lot of child support, of course, and he admitted to the judge he literally couldn't afford it because he wasn't making any movies.
Yeah.
So glad he's back.
So sad.
I didn't know that.
And then Terry Crews came out with his story, but it was, right when all the women were coming out, and it's like, oh, well, men have these stories as well. And so Brendan Fraser's story just came out at a time when it wasn't, when people weren't as open to being having this ugly underbelly of Hollywood exposed. And believe me, we've only touched the tip of the iceberg. There is so much uglier stuff, the pedophilia and stuff. If people in power, when it finally gets exposed, and there are people who want to expose them, but they're like worried about their not only ability to make money, they're worried about their personal safety. Because some big time people are accused of being involved in some really sordid, awful things. So I keep up with, of course, as you know, House and Habit, and she's staying on top of a lot of that.
Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself.
I don't believe he did.
And I'm surprised Ghislaine is still kicking.
She's kept her mouth shut. I think she's proved to some people that she can keep her mouth shut, but I don't know.
This next message is from, I don't think I'm going to call this person out just to be safe. Leia. Subject, Bucky's incident.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Is it similar to your Harley Davidson incident?
Hello, Allen and Kelly. I would like to be deemed a very best customer. Well, okay, Leia. You're on your way. You've written.
If you're sharing this kind of personal story, you are.
You've written a letter. That's a step. Another step would be to join the live studio audience
and leave a 5-star review.
review. Another step would be to go to your favorite podcast app and subscribe to this podcast
and leave a 5-star review.
Leave a 5-star review. And then another, to get you to presidential status, go to Oaked Barbecue Restaurant. Perhaps tell us how you like it. That might get you to presidential.
Maybe go with us on our next podcast family vacation.
Well, that gets you into the emeritus status.
Oh, my.
Well, I thought Melanie was the only emeritus.
I don't know. We'll have to work the details out later.
Yeah, we will. Okay, anyway, this is from Leia. Hello, Alan and Kelly. I would like to be deemed a very best customer. I will DM Walter A. Evans, and he usually responds, which is so nice.
Usually.
I deserve to be a very best customer because I'm outing my husband. So Alan does not feel alone.
Oh, so it's not her story to tell.
He had the same bubble gut, walked clenched into Buc-ee's, and did not make it.
Oh.
While he did not cut off his underwear, he returned to the truck without them. And we too had to stop at Target. My man.
It happens. Alan says it happens to everyone.
It
I don't
does.
believe that.
It does.
I don't believe necessarily it happens to everyone.
He felt the need to tell me this story and talk about it the next several days. Anyway, love y'all and the podcast. I need to go to Oaked next time I am in Dallas. I would also really love to go to a podcast vacation as well. Have a
There you
great
go.
weekend, Leia.
Everything that we said you needed to do to climb the ladder.
So I will tell you, and I'm not, because I champion the listener. I will tell you that I had several people reach out to me.
Several.
And
Not
I know
everyone.
and I know who they are, but I'm not going to mention their names because that's not what I do. But they said, Alan, wouldn't tell anybody in mixed company, but yeah, happened to me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's several. Not everyone.
Well, they had the gumption, the guts, the cojones, the huevos, the eggs to send me a message and admit it.
Okay. I'm glad you don't feel alone. Not that you were caring about that at all
I didn't
either.
care. I don't care. I just appreciated that. Oh, let's see here. This next message is from Justin. Subject: Cowboys prediction. Hey, Alan. Just heard your take on Dallas this week, and sir, you are wrong.
Oh.
And if
Did he write this before or after the Cowboys played?
he wrote this before the Cowboys played.
Okay.
And just to rewind the tape a little bit, I think what I said, and I almost had Sin pull this and crop it so I can have it. I think what I said was, best case scenario, they win 9 games this year. They go to the first round of the playoffs and they lose. I said, if anyone gets hurt, like Dak or Zeke or any other key players, you're looking at 4 wins. So between 4 and 9 was my prediction.
That was your prediction.
That was my
all right?
prediction.
Depending on best case or worst case scenario.
Yeah, and that was before the season started.
Before one game was played.
So Justin says, hey, Alan, just heard your take on Dallas this week. You, sir, are wrong. Dallas will win 12 games.
Oh, my.
Get a first-round bye.
Oh, my.
Then completely blow it in the second round. My best guess is they will lose to the Bucs 31-7. McCarthy will definitely get fired, and Dallas will hang on to Dak until he retires. I am 39, and I have been a Dallas fan as long as I can remember, so totally I feel your pain. Godspeed, your very best customer, Justin.
So you don't disagree on the outcome. You just disagree on how they get there.
Well, Justin was doing a bit. He agrees with me. He was just saying,
he still thinks they're going to lose and blow it, but just they'll do a little bit better.
Yeah.
Well, it was just so disheartening watching that game last night. It was really just, I wasn't even angry. I was just sad. I was sad. And of course, I'm watching Tom Brady like a hawk, trying to read any cues that he's under stress because of marital discord, as all the gossip sites are saying. Of course, Giselle Bundchen tweets, "Good luck, honey, Tom Brady, go Bucks," or something like that.
She did?
Yeah, she tweeted it before the game.
Was it her social media person or was it really her?
Well, I was on the couch and I saw that before the game started, and my neighbor Stacy said she only did that for the kids.
Yeah.
So they think that mommy still supports daddy. But I don't know. I was just looking. I was like, did he look a little thinner to you? Did he seem a little bit more, I don't know, less focused?
Tom's always, he's pretty lean.
He looked very thin to me. Very
And I know
thin.
we're not supposed to comment on people's bodies.
I know, but some people, when they're stressed, they lose weight.
But he looked thin. Very thin and tired.
Yeah, I just feel for him. And I like Tom Brady.
Did you see Jerry Jones's tweet?
No.
Anyone with a Cowboys jersey who owns a Cowboys jersey was to report to practice this morning.
He really didn't tweet that, did he? That was a joke. Did he have some pompous comment to say after the fact?
Oh, I'm sure he did.
You just didn't hear
His
it?
middle name is Pompous. Yes, I'm sure he did.
I know. So many disappointed Cowboys fans today.
This next letter is from my man in Montana, Luke. Subject: cocky show stealer.
Oh, this is the guy that you got in the back and forth with. He called you a cocky show
Yes.
stealer.
And that led to so much podcast content.
Y'all are now best friends
We're pen pals.
that have never met.
We've never met. Someday I'm going to ride my bike up there and we're going to go fly fishing.
Okay.
And
I'd like to go too. I just don't want to go all the way on the back of a bike.
Well, you fly up to
Sounds like a plan.
You fly up to Rapid City, and we'll go from Rapid City all the way over to Billings on a bike.
Oh, well, okay, maybe.
This message is from Luke. Subject: cocky show stealer. Han. He calls me Han because we're buddies like that.
Like Han Solo?
Like Han Solo, yeah, because he's Luke. Can you please talk about the Cowboys on the next podcast?
Oh my gosh, that's what we've been doing.
Even if Kelly doesn't want you to, we need a little group therapy.
Or want you.
I hope the success of your Shart story shows that you shouldn't listen to her in any way.
Oh my goodness.
When it comes to what you should or shouldn't talk about on the podcast.
How Luke has turned on me.
She's such a cocky show stealer anyway, Luke.
I know he's teasing, so I don't even mind it.
My man.
Don't mind it.
He's totally
I know he is.
trying to get a rise.
I know he is.
Okay, so
Well, let me tell you this one, if we're going to move on from your poopy story. Maricela Mendoza messaged both of us, DM'd both of us, and she said, wanted to share, yesterday morning I was listening to your podcast while getting ready for work. This was the most recent one where Alan shared his cut off the underwear story. She said, my husband came in to brush his teeth just in the moment where Alan was telling his poop story. He started gagging while brushing his teeth and listening, which caused me uncontrollable laughter. But then from listening to him gag caused me to gag. So we were both a mess of laughter and gagging. Thanks for sharing your lives, even the crappy stuff.
do you think he was gagging
Maricela.
in disgust or he was gagging
it's
because he was
gross.
laughing?
No, he was gagging because he
thought
started. Some people, the mental things, is enough to make them sick.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's the last of that.
Okay. So here's maybe how we can do this and bring it home for Jerome. Very disappointing game yesterday. The Dallas Cowboys succumbed in their season opener to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home. So the Cowboys are playing at home here in Arlington, Texas. That's where the Cowboys play, in Arlington, because Dallas couldn't build a stadium. They couldn't figure it out. So
Well, that was the mayor's fault.
So Mayor Miller?
The woman. What was her name?
Mayor Miller. Yeah.
Laura Miller.
Laura Miller.
Was it Laura Miller?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, she blew it.
Yeah, they couldn't figure that out. So Arlington has the Cowboys. Anyway, Cowboys lose 19-3. Was that the final?
Yes.
Probably one of the top 5 most wheels off games I've
Which is
ever
so
seen.
sad. I checked out at pretty much after halftime.
Their leader, one of their best players, their quarterback, Dak Prescott, he's out now for 8 weeks.
Was he having a great game though?
No.
I swear.
But look down the depth chart, babe.
That number 88, Lamb, is that his name?
CD, yeah.
I swear when Dak threw him one bad pass too many, he was giving Dak the stink eye.
Yeah?
That's what
You
I
think so?
saw. That's what I saw.
Okay. Kelly Raspberry Evans with
I
some
was
football
watching.
analyses. All right.
I was watching. And
So you
that guy
think
that kept sacking Tom,
Yeah.
he got knocked on his butt.
Micah
one
Parsons?
time. Oh, it was bad Parkinson's. Yes. I was watching.
Oh, by Lenny Fournette.
They were
I know we
like-
have a
they
lot
were-
of listeners in Louisiana. Lenny Fournette, big LSU Tiger, that guy.
He knocked him on his bootay.
He is a good player. So, went to sleep, very disappointed, had fun at the party, but, it's just a kick in the nuts,
Again.
You have so much hope over the offseason. Here's your team, big first opening game, and then they lay a freaking egg.
Right.
So this morning, I get a message from my dad, who's a lifelong, he won't admit it, but he is. He's a lifelong Cowboys fan. Been a Cowboys fan ever since we moved to Texas, 75. He says, the Dallas Cowboys, this is through text. He texts me and JD.
Brother-in-law.
My brother-in-law. Dallas Cowboys, the most mismanaged team in the NFL. They looked awful at every position. A really bad team. 6 wins, maybe? Jerry, SOS. Now he has an excuse for this year's disaster. McCarthy might not make it a full season, but it really doesn't matter. No coach will be successful. Bring back Wade Phillips. Bring back Dave Campo. I am so disgusted.
It's disheartening.
I respond back with, any complaint should be directed to our dynamic GM. And I include a picture of Jerry.
I don't know how he can show his face in Dallas right now. I really don't.
And here's my rant. The same guy
Let me tell you, I'm on this text message exchange as well. The wife.
The same guy who fired Tom Landry, caused Jimmy Johnson to, quote, resign, cut Emmitt Smith,
Yelling.
hired Dave Campo, Chan Gailey, and Wade Phillips as head coaches, let Jason Garrett coach 10 years, gave Patrick Mahomes money to Dak Prescott, letting Amari Cooper, remember Amari Cooper, a receiver from last year, letting him walk turned out to be a pretty stupid idea last night, too. That's a wheels-off group of receivers we have, isn't it? Oh, and while I'm ranting, to everyone yelling turpentine during the offseason or the preseason. Remember that kick returner, Turpin?
Yeah.
Everybody saying turpentine on social media?
Yeah. What do you got to say about that?
Well, he was playing against a bunch of guys who are now working at Home Depot. They weren't professionals. They were just scrubs trying to make the team, okay? He played against professionals last night. You saw what happened, okay?
What happened?
He got tackled every time on the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that was him, wasn't it?
That was him. So I say, stick a fork in this franchise. It's done. The 90s was fun. I'll always remember it. Watching this team is now embarrassing. Thanksgiving games are embarrassing. This franchise is a joke. It's got this shiny, fake Jerry Jones marketing veneer wrapped around a turd.
Oh, my.
The star, the stadium, the cheerleaders, the art collection, no one cares. Nobody cares. I just want to see the team win. Oh, and the Tampa punter, he hit the scoreboard last night. Awesome. Biggest TV in the freaking world, affects gameplay. Genius move hanging it there. Just like the curtains they can't close that face west. And I don't want to hear all the Cowboy fans at me, because here's what they're going to say. Yeah, Dak is out 6 to 8 weeks, bro. But if we can just go 500 with Cooper Rush, we still have a chance to make the playoffs. We dem boys. That's insane. It's not going to happen.
Okay. All right. Calm down.
There you go, Luke. I'm done.
Whew. All right.
I'm done.
Good.
Remember the last game of the season last year against the 49ers?
Not really.
They lost the playoff game.
Well, I figured we lost.
At home. And it was the one where Cedric Wilson, had he caught the ball, it would have given us a first down. We might have had a chance to kick a field goal and win the game. But he looked into the sun. And
the sun blinded him. I remember that.
Dak threw it right over his head.
Yeah.
And everyone in the stands is just, remember all the pictures of the Cowboys fans? Just so deflated.
Well, you can't see. The sun's in his eyes.
Right. And then all off season, you're waiting. You're like, man, maybe we got a chance this year.
I'll tell you, the only time
we have no chance,
we
babe.
have no chance. And the only I don't know that Jerry's going to do a dang thing unless people just stop going to the games and putting money in his pocket. As long as he keeps putting butts in the seats, he's like, I don't care. He doesn't care. He's given up on the idea of winning again, I think.
I've
given up.
I had a woman DM me, and she took her son to the game. And her son was maybe Dylan's age, 8 or 9.
So excited to go to a professional game.
Had his pennant, had his hat.
So excited.
And I'm sure it's still a great experience. Okay, going to any professional event
and it's expensive.
with a child, that's a memory you always remember. But from where I sit, my perspective is, here's a woman who just spent a lot of money to take her son to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
And the product that they're putting out there, it's not worth the money.
No, it's a shame.
I just felt really bad for her. I was like, I'm really sorry. I hope you guys had a good time. But I said, look, I'm as big a Cowboy fan as anybody. And I'm coming across right now, I know, as sore, ranting, upset, disappointed. And you know why? Because
you care too much.
Because I've been following this team since I was a little kid.
I know. I wonder if Troy Aikman is as upset, and Emmett,
and
Michael Irvin.
I don't know.
The people that lived during the glory years, I wonder if they're like, what the hell at this point? You know, they have to sit around and rant like you, don't you think?
I don't know. And I've only got this way, I'd say, because I used to be the fan that's like,
so optimistic.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. It's all right. We're all right. We'll be okay. We're going to be okay. Cooper Rush is going to come in. Dak will probably come back early. He'll only be gone 6 weeks. So if Cooper can go 3-3, we're 3-4. I mean, that's pretty good. We go 3-4. We play in the sorry NFC East. We can still make the playoffs. And then when we make the playoffs, anything can happen.
Right.
No. That's not going. It's over.
The dream has died.
The dream is done. It's dead. And I've only been like this the last 3 years.
So what are we going to do on Sundays now?
Oh, shit. There's all kinds of stuff we can do.
We don't have to watch football?
I can pick toe jam. I can scrape the white crap off the side of the pool.
Oh, that'd be good.
I can pick up dog S.
Can I go get my birthday card and everything in the honey-do list that you said you're going to do for my birthday?
Yeah.
You'll do that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Knock all those out.
Good.
I'll paint the bathroom.
We've got our Sundays back.
I'm going to paint the garage.
Wonderful.
I'm going to epoxy the garage floor.
Can we go to a flea market?
I'll go to Canton. I'll drive you, Kelly Raspberry Evans, to Canton.
Wow, I'm excited. We can maybe go to brunch.
I'll go to brunch.
A long brunch.
But there's 1,000 things I would rather do than watch that on Sundays.
All right. Well, we'll be seeing what he has to say after next weekend when the Cowboys play again. Who are they playing next?
I don't know.
You really haven't even looked?
I don't care.
Oh, wow.
I really don't know. I don't know who they're playing.
I don't either. I didn't look.
I don't know. It doesn't matter, though.
I know.
They're playing a professional football team.
When is Troy going to announce his stuff?
Troy?
Troy Aikman. He's the new guy.
He's going to announce his what? He's tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, he's ES. Well, after y'all, the podcast will be last night.
I sent my pal a note.
You did? Did he respond?
I don't think so. I'm sure he's really busy. He's very busy.
He's getting ready for his first game with ESPN?
Yeah, I said good luck tonight. New era. This is a new era.
And did you say, and how'd you feel about the Cowboys?
No, I didn't want to ask him for analyses. I just
Yeah.
told him good luck.
Well, he's got his Sundays free. Maybe he can hang out with you too. Because he's only on Monday nights now, right?
Yeah, but they
Probably has to travel.
They have to
It's
travel.
probably a travel day.
Yeah. He and I are supposed to do barbecue sometime.
Oh, is that really?
I don't know if that's ever going to happen, though.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right. So thanks to Hollywood Raw Podcast, I got this
I'm
idea.
sweating.
I know, you're very worked up. Drink some water. I'm going to start reading a couple of 5-star reviews. So if you leave one, I might read it on the next podcast and include your name. I know a lot of people use their Instagram handles or whatever, their social media handles, and I'll use that if that's all you have. But this first 5-star I'm going to read, it was mixed in some not 5-star reviews, but it's from Mrs. Peevler. And Mrs. Peevler titled it All the Feels. She said, big fan. I've listened from the beginning, but recently went back. And I've been listening from the beginning again while still watching them live. Side note, we record our podcast live on the A Sandwich and Some Lovin' YouTube channel, typically on Monday and Wednesday nights. If you like and subscribe the YouTube channel, you'll get a notification when we go live, right?
That's right.
So it's not always the same time. We usually try to hit about 8 p.m. Central Monday and Wednesday nights, but life gets in the way sometimes. Anyway, back to Mrs. Peevler's review. Been a fan of the talented and beautiful Kelly since 1942 on the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Nationally syndicated.
Yeah, and I've not been there since 1942. I was over the moon when she found her funny, charming, and easy on the eyes husband, A-Train, Hello, I'm Alan Boaz.
Wow.
Their honesty, bickering, tears, lists, and stories make me feel like I'm catching up with old friends. The podcast is an easy listen to pass the time or have on in the background. Love these two and hope there are hundreds more episodes to come. Love y'all. That
That's
was
very
nice, wasn't it?
Very, very nice.
Isn't that better than reading a 1-star review?
Did you name the review lever? Are you able to do that?
Mrs. Peevler.
Oh,
That's
Mrs.
what I said.
Peevler. It said Mrs. Peevler.
Yeah, so if you leave your real name, the next one's from Jack07. And the title is Keep Coming Back. I've been listening to the podcast since the beginning and can honestly say it's hands down my favorite. Of all the podcasts that I've subscribed to, this is the only one I truly look forward to each week. Kelly and Allen crack me up. Isn't that sweet? And these were people who didn't know I was going to read them on the podcast. So thank you, Jack A07 and Mrs. Peevler, for your 5-star reviews. And if you'd like to leave one, and maybe I'll read it next week, or next podcast, we do twice a week. You can go wherever you subscribe to podcasts. Right now, I'm looking at the Apple Podcast reviews, but I'll have to figure out how to look on Spotify and wherever else we are.
Maybe Russ Face can get you those.
So that's A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. And you can follow us on social media. Cindy Galvin does a wonderful job. She's kind of taken over. Well, she's actually taken over our Instagram for A Sandwich and Some Lovin', at A Sandwich and Some Lovin'. I'm at Kelly Raspberry on Instagram, at Kelly Raspberry Evans on Facebook.
I'm at the Alonzo 1971 on Instagram, Alan Evans on Facebook.
And that's it.
Yeah. Very
Except for this
easy. Very. I
podcast.
have Twitter. I think I'm going to get rid of my Twitter. I might get rid of my Twitter and start TikTok. Just start getting real dumb like everybody else, looking at TikTok all day.
By the time you get geared up and ramped up on whatever on TikTok, there'll be something else.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't really post a lot on Twitter, but I do keep it because there's some sites I follow that I keep up with on there.
Twitter's just so negative.
It is. It is. If you just read the actual news blurbs and things and not the comments, it's usually fine.
Although one of the first tweets I saw today was from one of the guys who works on the sports radio station here in Dallas. And he said, that is the most ridiculous stadium in the history of the NFL. Talking about
Yeah,
AT&T.
it was built for all the wrong reasons. It's not about making your team perform the best they can perform. It's about showing off. It's showing off. The team literally enters the stadium through a bar.
A nightclub.
Bar.
Yeah.
They walk through a nightclub bar,
Yes.
not a tunnel out of the locker room.
No.
They're coming through a nightclub bar situation. And they literally have millions and millions of dollars of artwork hanging in this football stadium.
A curated collection.
The typical football fan does not give two rips about this painting hanging there. I get it. I'd rather see, I get excited when I see the old football pictures of the actual athletes and the cheerleaders and special highlight moments. I'm really happy somebody bought this multi-million-dollar painting, but I don't care. And that stupid sun that blinds them in the eyes, that ridiculous scoreboard. I mean, when you go to a game, listen to me. I'm going to tell you right now, save your money and stay home because you might as well. Because when you go to the game, unless you're sitting right there on the field, good luck affording that, you're going to watch that TV screen the entire time because it takes up the entire field. That's all you look at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. I just don't know. That was just that stadium is one big ego trip.
Oh, for sure.
And it hasn't paid off at all.
Well, it's made Jerry a lot of money.
Well, it hasn't produced a winning
No.
season.
Oh, no. And nor will it.
And go to a concert there. The acoustics suck.
We've been to two there. We went to see Metallica there, I know, and we went to see Guns N' Roses there.
Yeah.
And we spent a lot of money on, I know, Metallica. And we're 20 rows away. Can't hear a thing.
It's so bad.
The sound just is going right over your head.
It's terrible. I don't know.
Other than that. Yeah, it's a great place.
It's big.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
All right, guys. Well.
We're really late. Well, we're late. We got to go. Our son's got a baseball game.
Yeah. We got to get going, babe. All right. Well, I love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our listeners desperately, especially after putting up with this buffoonery. Y'all hang in there. It's going to be a long season, all for naught. And I am sure we will podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good. Have a good sandwich.